And yeah, I will try to conclude this talk while I enjoy a cup of coffee. And it's amazing. I am surprised that it's the halo of the light, not my lens. Yeah. Um, Before personal computing in the 80s, when just some scenes of the movie Pirates of the Silicon Valley came to my mind, when Wozniak and Jobs were um, trying to wake up the people that think about computing as the whole thing of the corporation and etc. It's the same with websites. Come on, wake up. How many of you just use social media and don't have your domain name, don't have your website? Why? It's like not having a phone number. How many people have a new iPhone and don't have an own website, or a tablet and don't have a website, or a laptop or PC, whatever, a car and don't have a website? That makes sense. A website is cheaper than all of those things. What is wrong with you? You don't know about it? Why? Because in the last decades, uh, you never learn about it. You never read about it. You thought it was too expensive or too hard or impossible to do. Uh, well, some things can be really expensive and really difficult to do, but uh, a basic thing is a basic thing. Is having a website is not having your own radio station or having your own TV station. Is a lot simpler, cheaper, and fast. And you can share videos and audio as in a radio station or a TV station, and it works worldwide, even in space. Hello, International Space Station. How are you? Albert from Earth. I hope you are okay. Send me photos of the aliens, please, and I will send you photos of Earth. Um, High Command, thank you for connecting us. And this message will be transmitted if someone helped me. I don't know, JPL. Remember the old guy with my last name that used to be the director of the Jet Propulsion Laboratory? Well, uh, I have the same last name. Just send this message to let the people on Earth and space, not in space, you already know that, but people on Earth that they can have their own website, they can live outside social media for a moment and start taking advantage of technology in a way that they are not aware of. Many things, science, culture, business, anything, anything. It's totally open, but people is not taking advantage of it. So uh, that those images of the old movie remind me that how people is so equal in some things, and is not seeing beyond, further, more away from the same. I am not against X. I am not against Facebook. I am not against Instagram. I am not against any other social media. And I used to use MySpace and High Five and many other social media websites and platforms that appear. And before that, I used ICQ before Facebook and before Google, before all that. So there's nothing sort that surprised. The only thing that surprises people from my age is how big they grow. That's it. But there is nothing different from, for example, Amazon. It's huge, but I can put a price on my website in one day to some products and it's the same. It's the same. What's the difference? That they are huge. It's like someone selling food, I don't know, fruit on the street and Walmart. What's the difference? It's the same. They sell food. Yeah, the same. Well, one is a ultra big, huge corporation, and the other one is an independent fruit salesman or whatever. Uh, why? mm, Why more people sell food if Walmart exists? It's like if everyone on Earth will stop selling food just because Walmart exists. No independent food sellers, not independent supermarket, no small supermarkets, no people that compete with Walmart, not even restaurants, nothing, just Walmart. It's the same that you are doing with social media. Social media is awesome for some things, not for everything. Why people is not giving that simple step to be more independent, more um, original, original, be original, have something different, put a website that is different. I don't remember when was the last time someone shared me a website. Maybe a business card with a domain name that is different, and I will check online, type the domain name, and that's it. Whatever I was using, computer, phone, laptop, tablet, whatever. I don't remember. Long, long, long time ago. Definitely, I don't know, maybe 1, 2 decades ago. What happened to the world? Supposed to be totally the opposite. We're supposed to be using domain names as our names. Hello, I'm Albert Pickering. Okay, Albert Pickering, Albert Pickering. And that's everything about Albert Pickering. What I do in my domain names is put a Pickering and then hyphen Brunel.com. My last names. Simple. Anyone can search for my last names and find me. And what I do then, after many people make mistakes with my last name because it's not common, is just take the first 2 letters of my first last name and the second 2 letters of the second two first letters, uh, the two first letters of my first and second last name, PIBR dot FR France, the domain name, and that's it. Super easy to remember. 4 letters before the domain extension, 6 letters, 7 characters, including the dot. Super easy to remember. PIBR.FR. Not even a phone number is that short. And is available worldwide. Even in space, they can see me, and the aliens can check it. Where is the people? Well, maybe just the 3%, maybe just because only the 3% of the human population is aware of what I'm talking about. The other 97% is watching this and saying, what? I do not understand. Well, uh, news, schools, universities, companies, corporations, institutions, everyone in Earth, please help me to open the eyes of people. It's better than have people making websites and sharing their lives and their businesses and whatever they do online from the safety of their homes or schools or jobs, offices, whatever, instead of being in the street fighting or making vandalism or dying in a war field or using drugs or whatever stupidity people is doing. It's better that all the people that can have access to the internet can have their own website start sharing good things to help other people, give them jobs, educate them, share knowledge, tips, I don't know, food recipes, whatever they want. Having a website and share something to the public, or having a website and share that content specifically to the people that you gave the password, for example. You gave a password to someone and no one else will access to it. Or the address, you just share the secret address with someone and no one else know it. Is cheaper than travel around Earth. Is quicker. Uh, it makes sense for to solve and help to all the major problems that Earth is facing. We are saying that, yeah, we will be multiplanetary and we will live in other worlds, and yeah, the space exploration, etc. And we don't even tell the 97% of the global population that they are not using the internet as it was created, that it was invented, and it should be working as the only free space that we have to communicate and do this and do that. And everything that all the masses are filtering Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, etc. Nothing wrong about them. I use them every day. They're awesome, but it's not everything. Those are not mine. They allow me to put online whatever I want. That's it. And they block it if they don't like it, or if they share it or not share it, or they do whatever they want with my content. I don't have an idea what happened. If I read all the literature in their legal contracts, etc., I can have an idea of the respect that they have for my content and what they do with the content. But at the end, I don't have control over it. If I have my own website, I have control over whatever I want. That's why I have a website. Maybe the practicality of social media and the speed of take a photo and the photo is online is what make social media grow so fast, and is what it continues stopping other people to use their own website for that uh, reason, and the cost, of course. Well, that should not change, I think, because of course a phone number cost, phone cost, everything cost. And if social media don't cost, is because they share an space for free, but the internet connection costs. So it's not totally free. And the use that they gave to the content you put online is their advantage, because they sell advertising, or they sell the databases, or the content that they gather with the users that you gave, etc. So in a huge scale, every human that is sharing content, it becomes money for them. Good for them and good for us, because for normal regular people it doesn't cost anything. But thanks to that, AI exists, because AI use everything that is on social media and other things to combine the pixels and give you back those things. So if people do not start having their own websites and their own understanding the power of connecting computers, because a website is just the front of the human interaction with other computers, the technology will not evolve. The technology will just replicate what we are doing for the benefit of few, not for the benefit of everyone. And the internet in the future should be more original, more not just immersive and 3D and etc. They're just, of course, the leaders are sustaining their place by giving more interaction in different ways and different functions to people, and it's good, and we will be benefited with that, and it's amazing. But that doesn't mean that more people has more tools and more creativity and is sharing different things because they are limited by those communication channels that are huge websites that share free space so you can keep uploading whatever you want. That's the difference. If you have your own thing and you pay for it and you hire people to do it, and or you do it by yourself and learn how it works, and you develop your own ideas, you create your own tools, etc., you will create what they create years ago and is a boom today, tomorrow. And if we all do that in minor scale, some or the majority, and the ones who can uh, have people together and create huge teams, they will rule the future of communication and education and science, etc., with more technology, with more curated content, and with better laws, with better tools, more competence, but in a good sense, not just the monopoly of blue is blue, red is red, and that's it, and we will die with that. Uh, Remove the freedom on the only free space that is a virtual space is totally stupid. Freedom is not saying bad words online or taking your clothes off. Freedom is do whatever you want and be totally original, totally different, no matter what others do, just because you want to do it. Of course, in between the rules of human life without affecting others or nature, etc., respecting law. That's for sure. But that's the real freedom. Like me singing an ugly song, well, I'm free to do it, and I don't care. Do that. Think beyond. Be intelligent. Be really wise. Not be the same, doing the same. Again, I'm not against social media, and I will continue using social media. For example, for this is amazing, but I cannot put I cannot tweak the code of the social media to make people interact differently. And even if they gave the opportunity to people to play with some part of it, uh, will end like, I don't know, GitHub or something like that, a space so you can share your code or something. And that is really good, and I use it too, and it's perfect, amazing. But nothing will give you the same freedom that do your own thing and build your own tools and be the creator of whatever you want to create. That's what I'm trying to make people understand. Just by registering a hosting service, a domain name, and having basic understanding of web technologies, code, design, you can build your own tools and do whatever you want. Of course, if you compare yourself with huge companies that works internationally and have thousands of people, expert people that has been working in the past decades doing the same, well, you are in the beginning. This is your day zero, and continue working in the same amount of time. You will be better than them. That should not stop you. That should motivate you. And the technology that you have now and the knowledge that you have now and the tools that you have now are a lot better than what they used to have decades ago. So do it. And if you need help, I can help because I am a industrial designer, a graphic designer, a web designer, and I have been online since ever and doing all these things uh, commercially, personally, and and I know a lot. And it's a shame and a waste of time that people like me with talent, knowledge, etc., in real standards. HTML is not going anywhere. HTML will continue be used always because it's a global standard and it will not be replaced by anything. People don't even understand that HTML5 is just it's more than the canvas. Yeah. Or integrating cascading style sheets and JavaScript. There's a lot of changes and a lot of different things. Just digging W3, the Bible standards of the web, and is simpler, is easier, is better documented. There's a lot of options, and it's huge. Just HTML and every other web technology that can be integrated with HTML, and the power of the web browsers, the power of the operating systems, the fact that the people has super microprocessors in phones and tablets is amazing. Thanks to that, we can see super nice online games and websites and many things, but still a fraction of the global population. No one, no one else is doing it. And the independent like me, we're struggling because there is no market. The market is the masses that enjoy the best, and that's it. That's it. If it's not the best, they will not even look at us because it's not finished, it's not as detailed as it should be, it doesn't sound that right, it's not free. Where is everything free forever? All the content that I need now? Well, uh, the huge enterprises help the masses so much that remove the market of the independent. And okay, I'm independent, give me a job. Here I am. Like, for example, me years ago, hey, Apple, give me a job. I know how many times I applied for jobs in Apple. I don't know. 500 times, maybe more. And they never hired me. Ever. Ever. Why? Maybe because I am not a computer. Because believe me, from a human point of view, there was nothing else that I could knew as a designer to be hired. But maybe they were waiting the supercomputer with legs. Who knows? Maybe their waiting list is so long, and maybe they will hire me one day. But that's just an example, and not just Apple. Many other technology companies that I contact. So that's the thing. We need clients to live. We need people to help. We need yeah, better tools. Sorry, better tools, um, more technology, cheaper prices, etc. Awesome, but everyone else has access to that information, and everyone else can have it for free or for cheap. And they say, I can buy a Mac. I don't need a designer. I can have AI. I don't need a designer. I can use social media. I don't need the web designer, etc. It's just an example. I have Netflix. I don't need to go to the movies. I don't need to pay a director or an actor, actress, musician, screenplay. No one in the movie industry is needed because Netflix exists. Yeah, but without all those people, movies will not exist, and without movies, Netflix will not exist. People do not understand that. The same is happening with design and the internet and developing everything. Imagine me canceling a subscription of $1 to help a developer, someone that is independently developing a great application, and I decide to help them with a subscription of $1 a month. And me canceling $1 a month because I cannot pay $1 a month because there's no money. Amazing. And it's 2025. Well, I will make it in what will happen in 2026. I don't know if my funeral, but that's the reality. 20 years ago, I was rich. Any problems? People just look at me, hire me every day. I had to decide which one first because I have a lot of work. What happened? I don't know. What I'm doing is stupid flies here. Sorry. Um, what and it don't came from me. It flew through the window. I'm doing better work. Better. I have better tools. I have more knowledge. Uh, Nothing different that any other human can do. And the fact that no one needs me because everyone has everything is not true, because I just saw the statistics, and 30% of the human population do not have internet access. And from the people that has internet access, not everyone is using the internet with everything to say, I don't need a creative freelance, I don't need a web designer, I don't need a graphic designer, I don't need an industrial designer, I don't need an illustrator, I don't need an editor, I don't need anything that Albert said. Of course not. In between that 70%, these people that maybe just have internet access in a public space or a school or an office or something, maybe they just read a website or send an email or play a video game. So where are the businessmen? Where are the entrepreneurs? Now, talking about business, 97% of the human population do not have their own website. Just 3%, including me, that 3% have a website with yourname.com, whatever you want. 3%. Only we 3% are online. All the other 97% of the human population is reading, or 3%. Well, I should be ultra rich and have a lot of visits in my website. No, like 1,500 visits in my website. It is nothing. And sales? None. What happened with the people? They lobotomize the brain of, make a lobotomy of that people and make them what? It's not possible that no one needs me. It's not possible that everyone is poor. Come on. It's not the end of the world. It's the beginning of the new industrial revolution, no? Well, here I am to wake you up. Move on or die as a business. Move on or die to implement new technologies and new ideas. Because if not, you will be just a social media enjoyer, like a TV spectator, watching other people's life, traveling, and that's it. And you will keep buying phones and tablets to compete in the fashion show, and that's it. But you will never make it in technology, you will never make it in a business, you will never make it in anything, because uh, you don't do what I do or what I can do with other people to help you to grow and make a business or invent something or discover something. Why is that important in the internet? Because it's a faster, quicker, and more logical way to have audience and have be seen by the whole world in any country around Earth. Even if you have a newspaper and you try to deliver the newspaper to every single home or office on Earth, you will never beat a website. It's globally online. Of course, the newspaper sometimes is needed to put the website on the address in front of the people's eyes so they can type it on the browser or scan the QR code or whatever you want. But all those things are some places replace or more adapt to the digital era. But if we keep trusting just one or two funnels of mass is going to be filtered inside a pseudo system that is just another website in and be part of the just a cell in the huge database lost there in that website that you don't know if what is going on there, instead of having your own, with or without databases, just be online to everyone that you exist in and out your country worldwide. That's the power of the website. That's the power of the real internet. The power of the having your own domain name, that having your your server serving, even if it's on your desk or is rented in the other part of the world. You have 3,000 meters around there, whatever you want. So let me know if you need a website or design or an idea or anything. Here I am, or just want to discuss what I'm talking or anything. Uh, because I'm worried. I'm worried uh, because what I'm living, and I'm worried about the future. I'm worried about my children. I'm more worried about the lack of knowledge in technology of the average of the people, at least in this place. And seeing the statistics, yeah, many people has internet access. Having internet access doesn't mean having internet knowledge, doesn't mean be an expert on internet technologies, doesn't mean having businesses online, etc. That's a totally different thing. From a politician point of view, having internet access is the best number, the best graph, no problem. Everyone has internet access. Yeah, yeah. But for what motive, for what reason, for how long they are using it, is totally different. It can be the grandma uh, using Netflix or hearing the radio online, and that's it. That's the only use. And if the grandma is tech savvy, maybe she's sharing some food recipes with her friends, or sending photos and receiving emails with the family, and that's it. So this is scary. It's really scary because the whole future of humanity is in hands of few people, a lot less people than the people think. And taking good decisions or bad decisions is harder because if there's less people, more work, more errors, less resources, less tools, and more hate from the masses that do not understand what we are doing, trying to help everyone, not trying to destroy everyone, or not trying to rob everyone. Of course not. But everything costs. All the people that use the internet to work in technology or design or do creative work, whatever, eat and buy food. And we continue buy food since we born to we die. And our children, grandchildren, etc. It cost. No one gave us food for free. And the internet and the design industry and the technology industry, how many things we gave for free. From a simple sketch that I do and share online, to a photo, to a line of text with an idea, to an advice, to whatever, a tool that I share to help someone, and a space that I gave someone to store something online. Anything that I do and other people do, like the free with email, or the free social media posts, or whatever, the free software, the video game for free, whatever. I even make a small video game once and not charge anyone. So all those things that we do for free, 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 free. No one pays it, and it costs us. But the food, we always pay. It's not fair. It's not fair, and it's in hands of few people, and it's costing a lot. And if these don't change, the internet will turn against the free, because it cannot be continuously subsidized. And if the internet change to do that, is not attacking people, is not harming people, is not against anyone, is just not capable to keep helping people for free always. If that change, people will die. People will become poor. People will struggle a lot. There will be a lot of problems, more problems that we can solve because we don't have the capacity to make the new free. I hope that you understand that. We have to talk. And it's not a thing of how much millions of dollars you are moving in Wall Street today. None. None. I wish to be eating a hot dog in New York, believe me. But, well, maybe doing other better things. But yeah, a hot dog will be nice. Um, the thing is about knowledge. The thing is about technology. The thing is about what we are living. Because what I know is not too far from the people on the tech business in the United States. What's the difference? They have more luck. They live in a better, well developed country, that Mexico, for example, and they have more people that is more or less the same educated, and they grow their business in a exponential way compared to mine. But more or less is the same. What's the difference? I struggle more in many things because I do everything by myself. And in some things, I can be an expert more than the other successful people. And in other things, they are experts in other things that I don't even have an idea. That's what make every human different, original, and we have to respect each other. But as the last generation that live without internet and with internet, we have to talk and we have to really take responsibility of what we are doing, because what we do is what younger people is replicating and what will change. And yeah, maybe some people will say, hey, you don't have the title, you don't have a political uh, position, you don't have a powerful position, you don't have the money even to be able to talk about it. No, I am just a human that is talking through Earth, and all the people that can see this worldwide. And I am a human that can share whatever I want to be public online. And someone that has dedicated my life to create, design, help other people, help businesses to look better, to sell, to design products, whatever they need. So I have all my rights to express as a European citizen and Mexican citizen to the world, and tell people what I see good and what I see wrong, and what I think that can be changed or should have the attention of the people that make the decision to help the others. And as one of the 3% of the global population that have my own website, I feel enough right to speak what I'm speaking. So, with all respect to everyone, I think that we need to connect the rest of the people in a good way. We need to help each other to avoid monopolies that harm other fields and professions and industries, and help entrepreneurship and independent people like freelancers to live, not to survive, to grow, to create businesses, to help other businesses, or continue having that freedom, but with an income that is uh, equal to the effort in knowledge and work that we do. Avianto.